I believe in it. Yeah, sign me up, fam. Okay, with that out of the way, what a start to the day we've had. I don't know if we can only go up or only go down from here. I guess it depends on the metric, but we're playing a game of Verse Royalty with Sonoy. Let's just jump into it. We've kept him waiting long enough. GLHF Sonoy. Once we tried to play 5 games one day and we ended up losing the tourney somewhere. Yeah, that happened. Oh, the immediate Frappuccino. This is actually really good because it... Okay, this is actually really good. Because I was thinking, you know, there's the super aggro move of like pawn up here, move the bishop out, and then sack it right into here so that you can do like the queen recaptures only move and then back in time mate like that. But you know what? I'm okay with Frappuccinoing this bishop. I like the Frappuccino that is looking toward the opposing queen better than the one that's coming from the opposing queen. Because, you know, we can fortress behind here as well as we can fortress behind there. And then just push all of these pawns up and try to like infiltrate. I don't mind Frappuccinoing in opposition. Really very much at all. And now our opponent has given us the opportunity to Frappuccino first. Which I enjoy. Whoa. Okay. I think that we're going to do this, which is nice because it gives our... Oh. I understand. Okay, it's important to note that this knight is... Well... Maybe we do something... I'm really blitzing out these moves, huh? Okay. I like the idea of moving in like this. Okay, the push here is the next move, right? Actually, here works as well, and it cuts the knight off here. You know what? We're gonna do this instead. It takes the square away from the knight, and then if push captures, and then we develop the rook. The rooks are always so difficult to develop. We have to figure out what we're doing with this bishop, and it looks like maybe its fate will be to Frappuccino as well. There's just no other great way of playing this. Okay, so now what we can do is something like this, which is a trade that I'm happy and willing to make. If that's gonna happen, then we're just gonna do this right away. And now he has to move the rook. And then the question is, what do we do? I think we just pull it right back. I'm happy with this situation. And then we develop our common king. I like this structure for us. I like the structure for us. Where's this knight going? Nowhere with any immediacy. If you wanted to sack, I think it's not good. Takes, boom, boom. Here the question is, do I want to close the position? Or do I want to go through with it and actually develop my rook? This has been a really fast game. I kind of like that this diagonal to my queen is close. You know what? I think I lied. But now this is an outpost. Okay, so takes, and then this bishop is defended anyway. I think I'm gonna push. I think that if this knight outpost happens, yeah, so now the question is, do we trade? And then everything that we gained just a minute ago is kind of doesn't exist anymore, but I think that this is fine, right? Because this knight doesn't actually have meaningful travels. I think that we can just... We're not in any serious danger here, right? This knight isn't really threatening anything crazy. This pawn is doubly defended. I mean, triply defended. Okay. I actually prefer to kick the knight here than to do anything too crazy. I'd rather trade... This is a free knight. Is he stalling for time to do some crazy travel? Or is that just blundering a piece for free for no reason? We're certainly going to find out. We're certainly going to find out. I don't see how that wasn't an oopsie from our opponent. I mean, short time tourneys like 6 games 1 week are more feasible to make when they are made with few players. I agree. I think I still take here. I think this isn't good. Right? What's the idea? Take. And that's timeline priority for no reason? I don't believe him. I don't believe our opponent. Also, this pawn can capture this this pawn when it comes in. Like, this pawn looks kind of annoying because it like blocks in our whole situation. But actually, it's not that annoying. Because our common king down on this board can just capture this at a later date. Okay, so now we're up a few pieces, right? What do we do down here? I guess fianchetto the bishop. Activate that. Why not? I don't know, man. I don't think it looks great. Am I missing something? Oh, that's cute. I appreciate that. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that. That move just comes up so seldom in this game. I think we probably give up because he gave up multiple pieces in order to be able to do this. Not to mention like an additional tempo just to make that move itself. So I don't know. I think we just take here and it's not too big a deal. That's really, I mean, I like, it's creative. I really appreciate the creativity. I just can't imagine that he actually comes out better in this situation. That seems kind of nuts to me. Question is how we develop here. I think we probably go back along the long diagonal, or do we develop this other bishop is the question. Because right now this knight is boxed in. Yeah, I think we fianchetto the other bishop here. I think we fianchetto both bishops. Oh, very weird. Very weird. Really interesting. I love that pawn move. That's a great pawn move. I mean, it wins the piece. Oh, wow. I just don't think that the answer... He didn't take the piece. But now this pawn is blocking in this bishop. I don't think that the answer to being behind pieces and tempi is to like waste a bunch of tempi loading up your pieces onto one board. You know? I really don't love this for our opponent. I don't think it's great. I hope I'm wrong. I think we move back, and that's the best thing that we could possibly do, because our opponent has now wasted... He's wasted a ton of moves. Right? Like, what's this guy doing? Nah. And then up here, I think we just fianchetto this bishop. Okay. What's the piece situation looking like? He's got both bishops and a knight. Sorry, he's got 2 bishops and 1 knight. And we've got 4 bishops and 1 knight. But we're down a common king. So... we're up 2 bishops. But we're actually up a bishop. We're up a bishop and an exchange. Yeah, we're up a bishop and a common king exchange. That's the way to think about it, I think. Okay, so what do we do now? Let's start to generate some threats. Okay, here I think we really want to fianchetto our bishop as well, or we could just block the whole situation up. We need to activate our pieces here. I'm okay with this. No, I'm not. I think that problem is that I don't like this square for our opponents. Well, all right. There are 2 timelines, so let me think about this rationally. And creatively, we've got time to spare, and I think that this is a good place to use it. I mean, I think that in all likelihood, we do just move this over here. Now I want to sort of kick this knight, but I don't really know the best way to do that. Like if I could move this back here and then do this situation, that'd be cool. Because if he hops in here, you know, this pawn's undefended. Well, it's defended from down here. Something like this isn't great because it doesn't actually defend this. Because if takes, then I expose my diagonal, or this time diagonal. That's not fantastic. Yeah, I think that we're gonna move this here, and then we're probably gonna do something that prepares. Honestly, maybe just this. Right? No, it undefends this. It's really frustrating. Not this. Could do this. It's a bit of a weird one. But then when we move, it's undefended. Okay. I think somehow the play might actually be this. It might look crazy, but we're doing the double rook move. This is so that we can do this, which grabs a lot of space on this board and defends this pawn, crucially. This knight is kind of, it can't really go anywhere. That works for me, actually. That's fantastic. This knight no longer grabbing space in the middle. I take this trade. I mean, it was really nice to have this bishop overlooking this diagonal, but at the end of the day, I'm not that fussed. I could also just take it with this. I I could just take it like this as well, because otherwise he's threatening to take here, and that's a pain in the ass. So if I take this, that allows this, but then it's defended from here. But then the triagonals you don't really have to worry about anyway, because I could take and then immediately push this. Oh, but then there's the diagonal that I have to worry about, isn't there? Hits here like that. Well, then he would have to threaten something up here so that I couldn't take that bishop with this bishop. Right. We're just going to ship it. We're just going to ship it. If he takes here, then we take back here. And then he'd have to do something annoying up here. And if it's just take like this, I'm okay with giving that up. I'm okay with that. Takes here and takes here. Yeah, is there a way that I can't really take this? And defend. Yeah, no. Yeah, and then captures here is the only thing that really threatens. Yeah. Okay, so I think here we just do this. Just the safer play. Safer play. All right. This game started a little tumultuous. I think that I'm not being super careful. Yeah, rook right back. I mean, that's an equal trade, but positionally I like us better here. I think that knight is going to be a real asset. And I'm pretty ready to frappuccino this bishop immediately. Okay, he preemptively defends the bishop. You know what I need is more light square bishops to eye up my opponent's c2 square. Basically do the same thing that he just did to me. Could do with a knight. Yeah, knight out here. Could have some wacky ideas. I don't know. I think we'll do this right now. Because, I mean, it's cool with us if he wants to trade down. Like, his last... We're sort of up the common king bishop exchange. So if he wants to trade down to where we've got 3 bishops and all he's got is a single common king, that's really good for us. Oh, wow, okay, so he sort of saw through my plans, but simultaneously gave me a free pawn, question mark. Now there's a smothered mate situation. Not actually, but, well, actually, there is. If I wait 2 turns, if I wait 2 turns and, actually I could do that. I could check him here and then takes, and then travel to having a knight on this board and it's smothered mate. Which is cute. We also have 2 timelines to work with. I forgot we had timeline priority. Okay, we can no longer do that because now he is... Oh wait, we can do that on this board. Actually, yeah, we can just go to here on this board and it's smothered mate, which is cute. Or our opponent has to travel his queen, but then that's probably good for us. It's just too cute an idea to pass up on, right? Actually, yeah, so we could take this here. Our opponent spent another tempo doing that, huh? Well, okay, so let's threaten mate here, and let's check our opponent here like this. This threatens mate like that because there's no longer a rook. guarding a1 on our opponent's board. Okay, so now we can go here, which forces our opponent to run with the queen, which is a cute idea. This idea is just too fun to pass up. Like, I know that the queen can get away, but look at this. This is just fantastic. And the best thing about it is that we can make the sacrifice again immediately to here. And then our opponent can't travel because this board will be full up. So we'll have the win, I think, right? I think we have double smothered mate, which is awesome. Yeah, okay. So this happens. So then we deliver a check here, and then let our opponent deal with that, which is fun. And then threaten a check on this board. Why not? Actually, no, we don't have to move on that board. But yeah, now we just do the same smothered check. And now he has to move here. Right? I guess it doesn't really net us much. In hindsight, besides these two boards where we now have lake dominance. It's not like an immediate mate or anything. Wait, but that's exactly what I wanted. Almost. This is so silly. We just sack this bishop. This isn't by any means like the best way to do this. It's just really fun. That's pretty much it. Oh wow, this rook will shortly see through all the way to this knight, so I have to be careful. Wow. Okay, so well, this will check the queen on the next turn. And so will this. This will check, and then pawn takes, and then check, and then pawn takes, and then check. It's not fantastic, actually. Doesn't really inspire awe. Wish there was a way to get this guy out of here so that we could do some fancy, I don't know. What's going on up here? Probably just threaten the same thing again, yeah. And then get this rook over here as soon as he trades away these bishops, which he might want to do soon. Oh, now we've got a lot of timelines. What I've done is actually, in actuality, what I've done is given my opponent the opportunity to wriggle his way out of like a million different checks. In a million different ways. So it hasn't been ideal, but it's been really fun. And that's why we play this game. What is the best way? I guess it's just to take like this, right? Because then taking this rook will be check. He can now use this rook to take this guy, but then that's just pretty sketch. Because on this board, I can make stuff happen. This is a ridiculous game. This is a ridiculous game. Yeah, okay, so we did actually do that. So now on this board, there's no longer this rook here. Also, we've now got... So this will check this queen up here. But that's not really sufficient to do any, well, I think we'll probably just take this here. We'll take this here. And here, I think we'll probably do this. Are we in a place where we can support this move from the other boards? Not really, so maybe I actually want to do this. So there are two queens. I think that opening up the file is better than opening up the diagonal. Okay, so the queen actually recaptures here, which is interesting. This queen is not checking this. This bishop's not checking this queen because c2 is covered here. Okay, here I think we can overwhelm our opponent. Oh, this isn't check, so he's left this bishop here, which actually is quite dangerous, no? Maybe I'm overstating the... Yeah, you can't move that pawn right now. That's for sure. So what I could do is take here. I think here probably the play is just to do this. He wants to cover that square on all of the... So I see what he's doing there. But if I do this, he can't actually... Oh, he could take it with that rook up there. Oh, because I can't check... Oh, but I can check. Okay, so I need to check here on this board. I need to check here on this board so that when I check this queen on this board, he can't recapture with the... Because this bishop is guarding this. Okay, we need to do this, and that can stay there. And so we need to do this because the only thing defending this square that isn't this queen or this queen is this rook, and I suppose this queen. But actually, no, because it can't see through the rook. So on this board, we... Wait, why did I think that this bishop was defending this knight? Because it's totally not. Wait, there's nothing in the corners, so this is actually just mate on this timeline. What's going on with me? Do one of these, do one of these. Well, in any case, this queen can't take this. But this is mate on that board, isn't it? Yeah, okay. All right, wait. We have a lot of ideas that are happening at the same time. I still don't regret this game. It's one of those situations where you have a ridiculous forcing move, and so you make it just because it's a ridiculous forcing move. Okay, we need to deliver a check, not this turn, but the turn after. So he can't simultaneously prevent this check from happening and this check from happening. So that's why I played this bishop move. And he can't give a check here himself. So we do this. Yay! What a game. Okay, so here the reason that we won was this bishop move here, where this bishop is defended. And, oh my god. Yeah, this bishop is also okay. He could have moved these queens out of the way. So like these bishop mates aren't actually a thing. This bishop in the past mate is a thing, but actually this queen could have captured this knight. And this rook could have captured here, and so it was fine, except for the fact that he left this bishop defending this bishop. I wanted to attack the bishop with the queen and then realized what I was doing. Yeah, I feel you. It happens. So no, this explosion of timelines only happened because I noticed that I could generate the smothered structure twice, and it was too cool to not do. Not because it was good, but, you know, because it was novel. Look at this. Smothered the queen twice in a row with these travels. Okay, why do the arrows disappear when you hover over the bishop? Yeah, when you hover over a piece, I don't know why that happens. When you hover over a piece that's delivering arrows, all the arrows disappear. I don't know. Intended or bug? GG, Sonoy. That was a good game. That was ridiculous. That was really, your time management's like, I mean, out of this world. Like you were playing really quick in the beginning, and it really got me to sort of blitz out a bunch of moves. I don't know if this opening was super solid, but yeah, that was what was really what I found really creative was this pawn move. I mean, I don't think it was worth it to sacrifice a piece to get to a situation where you can win a piece, but it was really creative, this pawn move here. And I mean, you didn't even actually end up taking the piece. You ended up moving the bishop over. Yeah. And so I think all of the moves from this board to this board kind of really added up and lost you a lot of time. Like a lot of tempi, you know, not to mention pieces. Nah, it isn't. I really don't have patience to play well. I didn't notice that before. I think that is intended. I could see it either way. It's interesting. Yeah. Wow. All right. That was a good come down game after earlier this morning. GG. GG, Sonoy.